Hello, hello, it's time to get a little bit spooky. It's Philip James, and thank you for coming to my party. Hello, hello, it is Philip James, and thank you for coming to my party. Today, I'm going to be going over with you guys a little bit of a haul I had with the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers Halloween collection. If you don't know, Wet n Wild comes out with Halloween kits every year, some limited edition merchandise, and I decided to get a little bit of something of everything. They have really extended the line this year more than they have in the past. As you can check them out on their website, wetandwildbeauty.com. But I am going to just start by showing you guys the things that I purchased. I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes. They have several. I only got two of them. This first one is the Boo Crew, which is this color here. It's like greens. The one thing I like about these 10-pan palettes is they do already have like transition shades that are labeled for you to use, which makes it a lot easier if you're newer to makeup and you're just kind of looking to experiment, but you're not exactly sure, okay, well, which color is which. Usually they have like a lighter transition color for daytime looks and a darker one for nighttime looks. And they also have the Wizards in Training, which is the one I got here, and it is a little bit more colorful. As you can see, the transition colors are not like their standard neutral browns or blacks. We do have a neutral brown, but we also have like a really nice pink color. That's one of the things that drew me to it. And you have your purples and your blues. There you go. Wizards in Training and the Boo Crew are the ones that I got there. Next, I'm going to go into the paint palettes. They have several of those as well. I only got two. I kind of wanted them to coordinate with the eyeshadow palettes that I bought. So I got the Metallics, which is a kind of a green color story. Sorry about the reflection there. But as you can see, there's like a kind of metallic-y green cool tones. There's like gold. They all have like a metallic shimmer to them. And these can kind of be used as a foundation. They can be used as a contour color, a highlight color. Really, if you want to take your Halloween look to the next level, you don't necessarily want to buy like the professional Krylon paint palettes to give you like kind of that ghoulish look. Then there's also the updated Brights palette, which I have purchased in years past, but they've really changed them up a little bit. And this is kind of to coordinate with the Wizards in Training eyeshadow palette. So you can see here, these are not metallic. These are just standard creams. The next thing that I got was the paint pot, which they usually have a white and a black already every year. This year they have a red, which I did not purchase, but an iridescent one. So I thought this would be a really neat one because it's kind of, and it's really hard to see on the camera, but it's kind of got like a opalescent kind of sheen to it. I thought that would be really cool for like a cream highlight for your cheekbones, your nose, upper lip, all of those things. If you're like doing some type of unicorn or fantasy creature, it would be a really great idea to add that to your cart. The next thing I got was their shade shifting blush. Now last year it was like a green brown shift, and I looked at it in the store and I was like, well, I kind of don't know where else I'd use it, and I don't know if I would even like it. So, but this year they came out with a shade in a limited edition Vampy color, which is like a red. Now I'm gonna, probably it'd be easier to show you by, let's see here. It's kind of got a red and orange shift to it. Not really sure if you're able to see that on there. I can see it on my end, but it's not really showing up on camera too well. But I figured that would be like a better blush. And it has a shimmer to it, so it's kind of highlighter and blush in one. You can apply that to your cheekbones for a more, you know, vampy look. The next thing that I got is and they always have these little like gemstone packages. This one I thought was really neat because it has 2 different colors of red and then a pearl. I figured those would be really good to kind of add to your look. I'm thinking of going with something red this year for my Halloween look. Haven't decided on it yet. I'm sure you'll see it when I do. But I just figured that would be a nice little way to add face gems. And I just usually use eyelash glue. You can use, you know, different types of adhesives just to make sure that they're skin safe. The liquid catsuit colors that I got were Vanilla Ice Cream, Ghoul Friend, Vanilla Ice Cream, Ghoul Friend, and Frostbite, which is like a shimmery blue. And I'll go ahead and kind of swatch these on my hand. See, like a nice shimmer there. I got the white mostly, I feel like it would be really good eyeshadow base. It's nice and creamy, very opaque. Can be used for a lot of things. And then, where is it? Ghoul Friend. It's a nice kind of burgundy wine shimmer color. I really do love liquid eyeshadows because they blend really well and they give you the coverage that you wouldn't get with just a regular powder shadows. And then the next things that I got were some liquid lips. We have the shade Blood Bank, which is like a orangey red. It's a nice kind of a blood orange color. This would be also really good for drag makeup, blocking out the beard, putting it down before foundation. And then we have the metallic finish in Haunted Clout. There. Really pretty. We have the color Witch Please, which is a green, and it is also a metallic finish. So a nice kind of green color. I thought this would be great for it's like a military green. So those are the products that I got from the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers collection for 2019. And I think I'm gonna throw it together a little look with it. Probably gonna do just like one eye with each palette. I think that would be a really good way to use it. I'll try to use as many colors as possible. But first I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of foundation, just a little bit, just kind of an evened out canvas. And I'm using just the Wet n Wild Liquid Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Peach Natural. So that's what goes with my skin. Just kind of putting it, almost like using it like a concealer. Oh yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just set that down really fast with the Air Spun Boost Face Powder. It's the original formula in translucent. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I have not used it before. Oh, and I just got a nose full of that. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. So blessed. Oh. Eat the white lung. Here. Oh, I can't breathe. I guess that means it's good. Fine powders are really good, but if you like breathing, you may want to hold your breath and not try to film a video when you're doing it. Just kind of brushing off any excess that I may have on there. Oh, just so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Okay. So, for the first eye, let me get some brushes here. And I apologize if there's a lot of clanging. I have a glass tabletop, and it can sometimes be noisy. Alright, let me get a few brushes here. And I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids with the Vanilla Ice Cream white liquid catsuit eyeshadow. I'm gonna start on this side and just kind of get it all. And I'm going to use a little bit of a brush to blend it. Drama. And I can always clean up with a wipe. It goes a little bit farther than I like. I'm going to start with the Boo Crew palette, which is the green one, as you can see here. And even though they have a transition color labeled, I am going to, I'm just going to use that. I'm going to use the transition color. And I'm just going to be putting it on my crease, and up a little bit onto the brow bone, and I just want to light wash at this. Kind of go from this line. I like to kind of build up. I'm going to take this color green right there, and I'm going to use a kind of a flat brush. And I'm just going to kind of go more into the crease underneath that transition color. Now I'm going to kick that up a little bit on to that tan. And I like having the white down already because it kind of acts as a brow bone highlight already. Start with the inner corner. I'm going to take this lighter shade of green shimmery color right there. I'm just going to really load up the one side of the brush. It's in shade. I'm going to take this color right there, which is kind of see that shine, how it sealed itself over? Not good. Put that in the middle. Really like to use this with a brush. Come on. I don't want to damage the pan. Well, not super thrilled with the way this has turned out. Just spray it and see if that helps pick it up. Okay, I think I managed to dig some up. Every color too, the formula is different. Just the way they make colors can be, so you could have variation within a palette as well, where it's like sometimes the formula just has to be a certain way. And then going like kind of a blunt, another eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go in with this brown color. I'm just going to tap on the outer V with the brown. And just kind of really just concentrate it right in that kind of an L shape round, and then just kind of dragging it a little bit into the crease. Well, as you can see, this isn't exactly like a spooky themed costumey look, but I'm just going to show you how you can use these palettes like on a regular basis. And I'm going to use that brown, I'm going to bring it under. Geez, my eyelashes are always in the way. I'll get as close to the lash line as I can around my eyeball. You can see some of that green, like kind of seafoamy, sparkly green, has already kind of come up underneath. So as I bring that brown there, I'm going to then go with the same brush I had before. I'm going to really try this again with this green, metallic green shade. And meet that in the middle. lighter green. Give it a spray. And just really reinforce this corner. Cool. As far as brow bone highlights go, I am going to use a little bit of unicorn snot. There you go. You take a little bit on a brush, just a little bit of this gel, and place that over there. Just use my wipe again to clean up. I'm going to use some of that unicorn snot right in there as well. I'm going to go ahead and take that brush that I used for the brown shadow. Give a little definition to the eye. I'm going to go to my Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It's my go-to lately. Really enjoy it. Just flick it out here. Layer it up. Palm of a little lower lash as well. And now we're going to move to the other eye. We're going to use the Wizards in Training palette. So I'm going to go a little while. I think I'm going to use the pink transition color. So let me find a clean brush, which at this point I've messed up so many times. I've used lots of brushes. And I'm not going to prime it. I do have a little bit of foundation over top, but I'm just going to, just to show a little bit difference. Once again, kind of flicking up onto the brow bone. Oh, that's blending out really pretty. This would be a good blush too. Use it as a blush. I'm going to go in with this kind of plum color that focused in the crease. This looks really nice. Oh, I like wacky. I love it. Whack-a-diddle. I'm going to start putting the purple down on the outside, and I'm going to go over top of it. You'll see what I'm going to do in a minute here, but I'm going to go ahead and get that purple. This has nice pigment on its own. I'm not spraying these brushes. Now I'm going to go ahead and kind of cut this with that white. It's kind of a partial one. Bring that up there. Going to go ahead and use this color right here, which is kind of a, looks like a duochrome, and I'm going to put that in the center. That's pretty. I'm not going to go all the way in because there is a silvery shade right there that I'm going to use in that inner corner. And then with a very concentrated kind of brush like this, I'm going to take the black, just a dab. And I'm going to just tap it on the very, very edge. I am going to go into the silver shade. Now I'm going to use a little bit of concealer under the eye so we can finish it. Just a little dab. Take a little bit, whatever's left. That's better. I'm going to take this shimmery purple and I'm going to put that on a really kind of flat lining type of brush. Get up to the black. And out a bit. And then there is a white shade that I'm going to use to actually highlight the brow bone. And I'm not going to do a liner on this one, but I am going to do the same mascara. Well, through trial and error, we are getting there, guys. I really think that these turned out really pretty. You get to really see kind of the range of both palettes. Let's do the blush. Let's do the blush. Gotta use as many of these as possible. It's a lot. The powder puff. Diffuse that a little bit. That side's definitely a lot. A lot easier on the eyes. And brush really just colorful blush. Word to the wise, don't use too much of it. You're never looking like a tramp. Yes, I'm going to try to do half a lip. Half green and half of this kind of, this plum, this haunted clout color. So let's try it, shall we? This is pretty good coverage for one swipe, I will say. Well, what are your thoughts? Do you like the color combinations of the two different eyeshadow palettes? You know, even though there were a few disappointments in terms of the way the greens were working, I think overall it's a fantastic product considering this is limited edition Halloween makeup. You know, I think they want to blend the two worlds together, but still at the price point, this is much better than what you're getting, you know, at kind of a generic Halloween supply things. You're not going high end, you know, but you're also not going the cheapest. And I really am liking both of these. I think that overall, just a little bit of time and care really made the difference. So let me know, what do you think? Do you like it? Have you tried it? Are the things that you like maybe something that I don't have in this collection? But anyway, either way, I'm really glad that you joined me for another video. And until the next time, miss you already.